So we're here in the warehouse, and in typical Jack fashion, he's working on his truck minutes before a trip. And they're working on the 80, and I'm honestly probably gonna work on my mini truck this weekend and bust a jack and work on, take it apart last minute. I'm gonna be working on some seals and checking the bearing, some bearings in the front, and little things here and there. Jack is replacing the water pump, and I don't know why. Why are we replacing the water pump on the 80?
It's either that or the power steering pump that's making noise, like squeaking like it's about to seize. So I've already bought the water pump with the intent of replacing it. So I'm gonna do that, and then I ordered the pump, so I'll do that probably the extra, first of all, 2 weeks before the trip, so plenty of time.
So you also ordered,
do that the day before I leave.
You also ordered the power steering pump?
Power steering pump.
Okay. So power steering and water pump.
And master cylinder.
And master cylinder, because...
Remember that one video when we told you we were going to do a budget FJ80 build?
So we bought a budget master cylinder, and it's leaking all over the place.
We got budget performance.
And yeah, you can't, I guess you can't really see it here, but yeah, we cleaned it up. He drove it, and it's covered in brake fluid. And then also there was a cylinder, or not cylinder, but the caliper was leaking, but that got tightened up, and that's not leaking anymore, but it's still leaking from the master cylinder. So right now we're working on getting the water pump off and get that. You already have the water pump?
Yeah.
Hopefully get it replaced today or tomorrow, and then start working on the power steering pump when that comes in. And then I ordered a transfer case rebuild kit, but that just shipped, I think, last Friday. I don't think it's gonna be in time, in time to get that done. So I'll just have to make sure that I'll maintain all the gear oil levels on the transfer case, as well as the front diff. Front diff is leaking as well, but that's gonna be like a whole rebuild because we have to take the axles out, take the diff out, and I'm not gonna have enough time to get that done. But the rear diff and rear brake cylinders, I think one of the rear brake cylinders is leaking, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that replaced along with the rear diff gasket and pinion seal, so I can stop one leak, or stop 2 leaks, I guess, and then just hope for the best on the trip. Hope nothing else goes wrong. But I think it'll be fine as long as I, you know, keep filling up, topping off the fluid levels, and maybe hopefully get a winch. I think I'll look into that later this week. So that's what we're up to for now, and we'll just keep you updated as we tackle this water pump. So slight update. In order to get the fan off and the fan shroud, you gotta take them both off at the same time, pretty much.
Look at that beautiful new unit.
Oh, yes. I love nice, new, clean parts. So what else did you get other than the water pump?
Water pump, well, at the time,
gaskets.
I bought this when I bought all of the belts and all that stuff. And the cooling hoses, which you already did.
Yeah.
So it's been sitting on the shelf for a while.
So Jack,
look at that, fancy.
Oh yeah.
It even comes with the extra plate that you have to take off.
Perfect.
Love extra plates.
What's the extra plate there for? Just keep it clean, debris out of there? Just
no idea.
Cause you more work?
Pretty much. No, I don't know. I've never done one of these before.
So what has seemed pretty typical is not the case. So we unbolted the bolts for the water pump. However, the bolts that bolt the water pump also include a couple of tension bracket tensioners right here and over here, and then also the bolts came out pretty easily, and then as soon as we got, I don't know, 3 or 4, you know, most of the bolts off, the water pump actually just kind of dropped. So it's either been replaced well, recently, and by recently within the past 14 years, because I think this vehicle was sitting for, well, the registration when Jack bought the 80 was from 2004.
I think so.
2004. So it seems that either it was on a ranch somewhere or had been sitting since then. So this could be a somewhat new water pump, and we're doing this all for nothing. But either way, I guess it's just some ease of mind, and then we'll check the power steering, because something's making noise, and I guess we'll figure it out one piece at a time.
Try number 500.
Did a little more slicing and dicing on that hose, and
Yeah, we're gonna have to take that bracket off.
the AC bracket.
Yeah. Which means the power steering bracket needs to come off, which is fine, I guess.
Because we're gonna be replacing that anyways.
Yeah. Not my favorite, but that's what we gotta do.
So we're back at it the next day, and there's a lot more stuff taken off. I guess while I left yesterday, Jack got the power steering pump off, AC compressor off, and
The mount.
I guess air filter is kind of dismantled a little bit. So it wasn't. Yeah, it's off.
Over there, the box.
So it wasn't as easy as get the fan shroud off and take the water pump off. There's a lot more involved. There was like a secret bolt somewhere back here.
It is on that post. It holds the AC bracket.
And I think once we removed the power steering pump, we found that bolt and finally able to get the water pump off. Which we found out it is an ASIN as well. But like Jack said, it's a little crusty. So this is now day 3 of replacing the water pump. Are you gonna replace the power steering pump while we're doing this? Is it gonna get here in time?
It's not here yet, but it should be in like
by the time this gets done. Meanwhile, I got something for the mini truck. Let's go check it out. So this is not what I got, or I did get this. So I've added some additional lighting in the back. So I got some more rock lights, which will help with like unpacking, and just because I wanted to mall crawler this truck out. But what I got for the mini truck is right here. Yes sir, we got a Warren Evo 8,000 pound steel winch, which I'm gonna start installing right now. And this truck already had a winch plate, so we should I measured it. It should fit I guess this way. I don't know about this way. We'll find that out right now. So I'm working on getting this installed, and I think right now I'm just gonna mount it and maybe set up the electricals tomorrow, but that's what I'm up to right now. So got the winch installed and it looks awesome. It just kind of completes that empty void that was there, which was for a winch. But anyways, it fit perfect. The only thing I have to do is kind of enlarge a few of the holes on the bottom so I can get everything to line up. Just need to wire it. Now I guess on the installation it just said to wire it straight to the battery, which I found a little odd. And I've done some, it's raining, and I've done a little bit of research. The installation manual says just to wire it straight to the battery. I guess Jack's winch, he has a fuse on it, and I looked online and they said you can wire it straight to the battery. It should be fine. He said the wire gauge is large enough so it won't melt the wire. But anyways, I'm gonna get a fuse because I feel safer that way. What do y'all run? Do you have fuses or not? Because I see a mix of both people use fuses, some people don't. I just feel safer with the fuse. But anyways, the winch is installed, and I'm just waiting for the fuse to get in so I can wire it. And then this unopened box right here, something for the mini truck. Let me see if I can do this. See what I got. And what I got, let's go over here. Well, I guess I can do it here. Yes. I got a dash cover for the mini truck. It's like a dark blue. Oh, it looks so good. So this is, I guess, what I have right now. I think it should match. I think it might be slightly darker than this. These are supposed to be the same, but this is the cracked dash that I got, discolored and cracked and everything. So it's gonna look so much better. I'm gonna go ahead and get that on right now. Jack's just over here dropping tools all over the place. Meanwhile, while I'm installing the dash, Jack's still working on...
This is day 4?
Day 4. Now we're reinstalling everything. We got the water pump in place. Nice shiny piece right there. Yeah, there's a whole lot that had to be removed in order to get to the water pump. And yeah, so let's get everything back. I think he's using the power steering, reusing it for now.
Yeah, just replace the O-ring.
Just replace the O-ring, and then...
between the reservoir and the pump.
What about when you get the new one? You're gonna install it or just keep it as a backup?
I'll probably just have a backup. This one...
Just keep it in the truck with you.
It doesn't make any noise and it works. So.
The vehicle he plans to take on our yearly trip, which will be going back to Arkansas this year. Pretty excited. Be taking the mini truck. Hopefully it makes it all the way over there. I don't see any issues with it. I've already taken it on several long trips and had zero problems. So yeah, that's what I'm working on. That's what we're working on, and now time to install the dash. All right, a little bit of an update. Jack has finished reassembling everything back together, which was supposed to be a 4-hour job, is turned into a 4-day job.
4.5, 3.
And I guess right now he's just gonna bleed the radiator, get that all filled up. And meanwhile, let's go check my new dash that's already in place. Pretty much just like I said, it's just a dash cover. You don't have to remove anything. All you do is simply put the dash cover on top of the old dash and glue it in place. So here it is. It looks a whole lot better. So everything, like I said, this just simply goes on top and you glue it in place. It smells like adhesive in here. But yeah, it fits really good. The only issue, which is not, I don't even know if this is hooked up, but this vent doesn't really line up that well. The other vent lines up well, and everything else lines up very well. So nothing, yeah, I don't even think there's a hose connected to this vent. And what I got started on working on now is we're gonna try to give this carb, which we found out is I think it is the original Toyota carburetor. So I'm gonna take off the top plate and throw a little bit of a carb cleaner in there and see if we can clean it up a bit, see if that helps. As you all know, last time when I was on the incline, the truck stalled and wouldn't start for a while. Even when we got it to level ground, it was still having issues starting. So we're gonna go ahead and clean it up. I did get a fuel filter, it's at home, and I did get a fuel pump and see if that helps. They're pretty affordable parts, so why not go ahead and change them out. And now that I know it's the original Toyota carburetor, I'm planning on getting a Weber, and I heard that should help a lot. So that's what I'm up to now. All right, so I shot this and it wasn't recording. But I lifted up the top, and I wanted to show you all, and I don't want to do it again. But inside looks super clean. Jack was thinking it was gonna look gummy, and he said like yellowish, but it looks super clean inside. So I'm not gonna mess with that. We're gonna clean it up or spray some carb cleaner, but I don't think we need to do that. And since this is the original Toyota carburetor, I'm gonna go ahead and get a Weber, and hopefully that will help with some of the incline induced issues that I had previously. And I'm hoping in Arkansas I don't have any issues. But yeah, so I'll get a new Weber carburetor and see if that helps with the issue. There was Holly Sniper EFI carburetor, which seems awesome. Basically I have electronic fuel injection, but the only thing with that, it was pretty pricey. I think the whole kit was like $1,200, and I was looking around. Some people say there's issues here and there, certain RPMs or whatnot, and they were like, well, I mean, if you're gonna pay that price, might as well just get a whole new engine, get a whole, you know, get a 22 RE. Or in this case, if I replace this engine, I'm definitely gonna try to go V8, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll see how it goes, and I'll try a Weber carburetor, see if that helps. But if not, might have to go with something different. But that's gonna be it for now, pretty much. I'm just gonna get this reassembled. Jack's already finished up on the 80, and man, this dash is so nice. Just another view from this side, and it smells so bad, like silicone in here, man. But that's gonna be it for now. Probably won't be back with a video for a while. We'll see, maybe. Because after this, we're going to Arkansas after Christmas, and that'll be about a week or so. And then by the time I get back and blah, blah, blah. So it's gonna be for probably the last video of this year. But yeah, so check y'all later. Happy holidays, and stay tuned, because there'll be a lot more off-road footage when we get back from the trip. So see ya.